Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he spins past him and into space. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. On 1st and 10, Locke. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Marshall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds some open field here. He's at the 30, the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. He gets it left side to Johnson. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Throwing on 1st down. Reeves, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch it now, Barney!
From the gun, Reeves. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Onto the field, here come the Panthers. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
And here's Marshall. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. From the red zone now, Love. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Love. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
This is Marshall. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. They'll run with Marshall. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They'll try the air now with Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on second down. Reeves is going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Marshall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Luck on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Luck now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 1st and 10, Reeves. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Reeves dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. Finding room at the 30. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Keith Marshall, 84 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. .30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, it's Love. Going up top. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Hey, hurry, hurry. You got 4 down, 4 down. 3 right. 3 right. Motion, motion, motion. Color, color.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is brought in at the 21. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like in the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Reeves. And it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Reeves. Complete. Richardson has it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Reeves. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Operating from the gun, Reeves. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back. to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, Mexico!
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Love. He sets to fire deep, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 1st down, Reeves. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Scott, his first carry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Reeves. He'll rifle this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. Here's Luck. They'll roll him out right. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13. Sets him up first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Reeves escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Looking to throw. Reeves. This will be caught at about the 6. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And that'll be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
11.
Throwing is Locke. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Locke. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw is Locke. He's got Dallas Goedert. He's tied in over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
throwing on first down. Reeves. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Reeves being chased out left. Now he'll turn. He's got it at the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Niners, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.